What were the highlights and low points of these Winter Olympics for you?
Well, hard to say. The highlight for me so far has been I don't know, a lot of gold medals for Canada. I think that's I'm a Canadian citizen, so very proud. We got 10 so far. Got a couple more to come. The curling final and the hockey final. So possibly 12 or perhaps even more. So that's been amazing for me as a Canadian. There's been a few low points. I know Cheryl Bernard's team who won a silver. It sounds great, but I've been there. I lost the gold medal game, and having an opportunity to win, that was hard to watch. The low points at the Olympics are very selective and few and far between. But we started with a tragedy on the luge track with the Georgian athlete being killed. So that's the Olympics. There's always highs and lows everywhere, but the degrees of them tend to vary. But it's been a great games, I think.
How do you feel that the global recession has affected these games, and maybe in particular to curling?
Well, the recession has affected the games in many different ways, I suppose. I know I have a lot of friends who, with CTV, who are the rights holders here in Canada, struggling to sell sponsorship and that type of thing. It obviously is building momentum, and who knows where the dust is going to settle from that standpoint, from a sponsorship standpoint. From curling, I think in Vancouver we're kind of isolated in this little bubble. We've done fairly well. I talked to a couple of the curling suppliers. Again, every year there's an Olympic year. It tends to boom our sport, which is great. And we're going to see more of that next year. We're hoping that the sport will grow globally in the States and in Europe in particular. We're looking forward to that.
How do you think today's athlete differs from the athletes back in '98 when you were in the Olympics?
Well, yeah, good question. Today's athletes, especially in curling, have completely changed. The workout regimens, training sessions. The main reason for it is the funding that goes into curling now from the national sports federations, also from the Olympic movement. Own the Podium program here in Vancouver has actually contributed a lot. So it's allowing athletes to take their time and train and not necessarily always have to have a job in addition to trying to compete at an Olympic level. So I know when we were there was very little funding available to us. So basically we worked and then curled. And Canada's teams now, Kevin Martin in particular, they're on the ice all the time. They're working out all the time. So their bodies are stronger. They're working harder at it. And like every sport, though, the bar just keeps getting raised.